That there is no election, even if ZANU choose to go with their surrogates, they acquire, it will not be an election. There has to be a proper election in this country. And 2023 is far. We need to resolve this political crisis before 2022. You can't wait for a 5-year electoral cycles to repeat a deception of the people. Certain people have been named for corruption. I thought it was a ZANU affair. We said fight number 3 for the MPC is a fight against corruption. And we use credible platforms to fight against corruption. We have not received any invitation from which is for 2017. We don't want us to do something and then somebody becomes a beneficiary. Mr. Mnangagwa is a beneficiary of the 2017 people's demand for legitimacy, demand for a resolution of the issues. But what did he do? He came in to pretend to be the leader of that sentiment, the leader of that demand, the leader of that aspiration. And look at where we are. We're back to square one. People are beginning to see that perhaps we must not be focusing on an individual body. The issue is the system. We used to say Mugabe must go. President Shangarai, up to the day of his death, he was saying Mugabe must go. We were saying Mugabe must go. But Mugabe is gone. Our problems are still there. So we must not just look at the going of an individual. We must look at the holistic issues around the system that has to be dealt with. And if we are going to be out in our millions, no gun is effective against the people who are determined and who are reasonable about their freedoms. Yes, some may die, but at the end of the day, when you have an intransigent regime, that is the price that has to be paid. We've given peace a chance. They are snubbing our call for dialogue, mistaking it for their weakness. We are not weak people, but strong people believe in peace. And that's why we're giving peace a chance. But they must not take us for granted. I hope I've answered you. I hope I've answered you, my brother. Thank you. Another question? I like it when journalists are just looking at me with satisfaction. That we are clear in what we are doing, and I want to say true. Because it's difficult to please journalists, but I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. You see, ZANU-PF Marrakesh has been on an overdrive on social media, trying to equalize us with ZANU. Our house is not on fire. Our house is fire, but it's certainly not on fire. We are vibrant. We are doing a lot to make sure that the team that was elected to Congress does its best to achieve results for the people of Zimbabwe. There's no confusion in the MPC. I'm the leader there. At the end of the day, we are a team. We play as a team, and that team has different role players. Tabita Kumalo is the chair of the party. She plays a role as the chair of the party. When it comes to deployments to the zones of government, it is the prerogative of the president. And I have not made changes. When I decide to make the changes, I will advise the party, and those changes will be effected. There is no problem, except a figment of the imagination of our detractors, especially Marrakesh. And we, I guess, the MDC enlightened people on social media. I've been trying to do a good job to hold back this Marrakesh. But I can tell you that there is no turmoil in the MDC. Those who may choose to disembark on this great train always do so on their own volition. In any event, this is a big tent. People come in, people leave. That's the nature of voluntary organizations. but the party has certainly grown bigger. Tsvangirai is proud, wherever he is, of this movement. I can assure you that those who have left us, those who have departed, they know that this party is now better than it was. We've done well in Parliament. We got close to about 64 seats, plus the 28 that we challenged, because there were irregularities. So we did well. Last time we had about 49 seats. So we've improved in 2018. We've improved on the vote. President Tsvangirai is highest at 1.2 million. We now have 2.6 million. Official results, about 2.3 million, which are tempered. But still, it shows you that we've doubled the vote. You look at our mayors, we now have 28 mayors out of the 32. So the party is ascending, and the party is the people's party. It is doing well, we are happy. There's no turmoil in Lawa. There's peace and harmony. It's a honky-dory affair coming from ZANU, who are trying just to cast aspersions on our party. But we have no problem. And she's here, you can always ask her if she has any agonies or worries. She's a happy community.
Thank you, Excellency. One or two more.
Just want to find out.
Maybe you because I haven't seen it.
Okay, fine. There has been allegation that your councillors and number two, they are paying people, particularly in terms of providing clean water. What is the situation vis-a-vis? Just want to understand.
Okay, effort will take your SABC News. My question relates to the issue of dialogue. We keep hearing when you speak to the other side, they say, we are committed, they are not. Here you have just repeated the same sentiments. You are committed, they are not. What really is it going to take for you and them to get to the table and really start to talk? Because we keep hearing and we keep seeing this blame game that keeps going, yet the situation in the country continues to deteriorate. Thank you.
Thank you.
There are some people who are in terms of taking issues too cautious and always saying that you are going to act when the force of the police comes and will change. They believe that you should be more patient. I want to understand.
But I'm not a group.
I was part of a meeting that you addressed the teachers. That sentiment was echoed to yourself, where the supporters believe that you should.
Is that a journalist who's playing that?
Where your supporters believe that you should take the votes. Are you at any point going to get to that point? So, your councillors have expressed facing serious challenges in the work of information, alleged interference of their work. What is the way forward to ensure that your councillors have authority so that they don't continue giving excuses, so that they are able to reflect it? Because I know if you ask them to tell you they are going to struggle. So what is the action plan for those excuses?
Thank you. I'll start with the issue of Chamisa being a book. You see, let me just state this point and state it clearly. Chamisa is the leader, but is not the party. The party makes decisions as a collective. This whole thing of wanting to separate Chamisa from the organization must stop. When decisions are made by the party on action to be taken, it's a collective decision. Yes, I'm the captain, but the captain is not the team, and the team is not the captain. We have midfielders, we have defenders, we have strikers. It's a team. and a very effective team for that. So this whole thing of saying Chamisa is, I cannot afford to behave like a youth activist because I'm the leader of the people. I have lieutenants who are supposed to do what you are asking me to do. They're supposed to be bullish. My duty as the statesman, as the leader, is to be the ultimate pacifier and show the country the direction. But you want me to set up fires across the whole country. When the nation burns, who is going to extinguish those fires? I'm very conscious of the responsibility that I must take. And I must do it with calmness, boldness, equanimity, but also realize that we have a nation to build. And it doesn't take a lot of time to destroy this country. Mnangagwa must be thankful that I've tried to funnel the genuine desire of the people to see peaceful resolution in a particular way. But that time is up. I've said, now we're drawing the line in the sand. Even within the party, I've told them, we will not continue on this path of talking about dialogue. We must be able to resolve this issue once and for all. So you will see more of the people taking in the streets. You will see more of the people acting now than ever before. So this whole thing of wanting the principal to behave like a lieutenant doesn't work. If you want the fight in the dog, you will find it, but you will never find the dog in the fight. I hope I got it. On the issue of the trigger, there's always a revolutionary moment, and those moments are coming. The trigger will come. All we have to do is to be ready. And I can tell you that the nation is ready. It's not even an MDC issue. It's ZANU-PF, MDC, everyone. Ministers, MPs in ZANU are also fed up. Everyone. I have no doubt that when the moment comes, all the people are going to come, act together, work together, and do a great thing together to make sure that our country is liberated. On the issue of the councillors, I will combine that with what Costa has already said. Our councillors are not corrupt. Our councillors have maintained the highest form of integrity. Had it not been for the MDC, you would not be having cities, you would be having villages and townships. Our guys have done a fantastic job. I was in Lawal, where residents are saying our council is trying under difficult circumstances. They are aware of the limitations, but they know that they are trying. You go into Harare, difficult circumstances, but they are trying. They have not failed the people. What has failed the people is central government. Water, in terms of the Water Act, is the preserve of the president. In fact, the president is the owner of water. So you can't blame MDC being the host party for not delivering what is not there. Water must be generated, and it is generated by ZIMWA, which is central government. Chemicals must be treated, and money must be available because of our distorted monetary situation. It has to come from the central government to preserve it. So you can't blame the victim who are trying to do whatever they can under difficult circumstances. A lot of things have been done by our councillors to improve the work for the president. So yes, the MDC is not to blame. And this thing appointed by government must be remembered in the context of the fact that whenever you point a finger at something, four of the fingers are pointing at yourself. And that's what we must correct. We must deal with the fundamental reforms, placing what we are saying. Number one, we need legal reforms to align the Urban Councils Act to the Constitution in the spirit of decentralization and devolution. You can't have a country where you have local authorities, but their procurement is being done by the Office of President and Cabinet in Mr. Mnangagwa's office. Where is devolution? Why do you want them to be accountable without authority? That has to be allowed. Budgets, I'm told the RRS budget has not been approved. Why? Because the Minister of Local Government has not approved that budget. Why should the Minister of Local Government, where is no mandate from the people, from the residents, approve a budget done by residents with consultation of the residents? When they don't approve the budget, they then kill service delivery. They then kill viability and soundness of administration of activities in the local authority. In any event, people who are deployed to be heads in the various local authorities are actually functionaries from ZANU-PF. most of them. And dealing with them is a big issue because there's the local government board. And I'm informed that the local government board has to come from the minister. Those are big issues. Our local authorities cannot even do deals, partnership, capital projects, engagement. Why? Because they have to go to get authority from central government. So under those circumstances, those changes have to be effective. Devolution, respecting the constitution, aligning the issue of decentralization within the constitution so that we're able to have authority, local authority to discharge the mandate and function according to the law. The issue of the issue of effort, SABC dialogue. The fact that we are speaking at cross purposes. ZANU-PF on one hand saying this, ourselves on the other hand saying something else, tells you that things are not okay. Zimbabwe is burning. And I've told SADC that the danger with this burning Zimbabwe is that it will set ablaze the entire region. This crisis is going to affect the entire region. And we've said we need mediation. That's why we need a mediator who is credible, who is preferably with stature that would give credibility to the dialogue. Not this Muppet show that is taking place. If they were serious about Poland, why are they proceeding to have amendments that are not shared by all the players? Assuming that, yes, forget about Chamisa, because they minimize this national discourse. It's not about nothing Chamisa and MDC. It's about the people of Zimbabwe and the issues they are raising. Mr. Mnangagwa does not command even half the population support. So when he goes to engage internationally, he does not have the mandate of the people of Zimbabwe. Because we command a significant portion. When you look at our urban areas, when you look at the board itself. So there has to be a political settlement, a political dialogue to resolve our issue. We have said we are ready. I told President Becky, and a lot of people have been very cautious about President Becky. Don't worry about the referee if you trust the players. Who are the players? Why should you be bothered about President Becky not being, objective? We can't play the referee. Let's play the game. And if this is a player, ZANU will obviously be a player. The issues to be resolved are to do with the legitimacy crisis and the issue of reforms and taking our country on a shared path to a future that we are all agreed upon. Not this business of Mnangagwa telling you that vision 2010. Your own vision is not a national vision. ZANU's vision is not a national vision. So don't lie to people that you have a national vision. It's a hallucination if it is not shared. So, yes, that Mr. Mnangagwa has spanned the offer by President Becky to mediate between the two and to mediate between ZANU-PF and MDC. And I have to tell the National Council, which is the supreme decision-making body of the party, to say that we have tried this route, but we are not having our goodwill gesture being reciprocated. They have the audacity to say they will not have another platform outside dialogue. We must also boldly state that there will be no genuine dialogue outside a credible dialogue process between ZANU-PF and MDC. The rest is a waste of time, a sideshow, a public relations exercise to hoodwink the international community and the people of Zimbabwe that something is happening, that people are talking, when in fact it's not dialogue but monologue. I hope I've answered you.
Yeah.
Okay, another question?
The last one.
Okay, the president is requesting that last round. So if you can raise your hand now, it's done. Okay, I note 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Thank you. My name is Leo from President Chamisa, you have been talking of dialogue as a party. You are coming from a national tour. What are the people saying about dialogue? They are the ones who are on the ground, so they are the ones who are in the queues, as you want to say. What are they saying?
Let me just answer you on that one. People are actually saying, President Chamisa, you are wasting time with these people. They are deaf and dumb. They will not say anything to you. They will not listen to you. Let's just deal with them. President, give us a signal. That's what they're saying. And I'm telling them that, look, we must give peace a chance. As a leader, we must always make sure that we give peace a chance. They're saying, no, we don't have any peace. So this peace you want to give a chance is not there. There's no peace in our pockets, no peace in our stomachs, no peace in our homes, no peace in our marriages, there's no peace at workplaces, even weddings, there's no peace. So what peace are you talking about? Let's just do what has to be done. And people are ready. And now I'm almost joining that chorus. Let's do what has to be done.
In the same light, you are coming from the national tour, and I'm sure you also know.
But have you been answered here?
Yes, I am.
Because I see your smile, I'm not so sure. Okay, thank you.
You're coming from the national tour. I'm sure you've also through your pages and come and seen for yourself the numbers which you managed to achieve.
Sure.
What are people saying about those numbers? And what is the platform?
Well, those by-elections are not elections. They are just platforms for playing out of drama on account of Zanu. And we're conscious of it. They are abusing food, they are weaponizing food, weaponizing poverty. So people they've asked me, President Chamisa, you are saying we must vote in a by-election for a council. Here are the twin hazards. Number one, when you ask us to vote for an NBC council, the moment we do so, we are going to be victimized soon after voting. So we'll be facing problems right up to the next election. So why do you want us to wash our legs when we can't wash the entire body? If it is a general election, fine. We are able to take the risk. But if it is a by-election, we are just exposing ourselves. Number two, because there is hunger, you don't have capacity to give us food. So why don't we just feed ourselves so that we are able to be alive until when our next services are required to give them? That's what the people are telling me. And it's so compelling. You can't go to people when they say, vote for us. Because a simple councillor will not change life at that local level. What will change life is government. It's central government. And they're saying, we voted for you. That vote is more important than this vote you are asking for. Because a mere councillor will not help us. So it's a contradiction in terms. And that's an issue we are currently seeing within the party. To say that under those things, what we do. You know that in previous circumstances, President Tsvangirai had to say, we are no longer participating in by-elections. It was because of that problem. The problems are still the same, so we need just to change. You know, the script is still the same, different players. The act is still the same, different actors. Mugabe is no longer the actor, President Tsvangirai is no longer the actor. Enda, Chamisa, Enda the female. But the problem is still the same. Okay? So we have to change the script and the act. And it has to go to the issues of how by-elections and elections in the country are managed. That's why reforms are key. And that's why we cannot even begin to imagine 2023 in the reforms. Thank you, Leo. And the name is?
And I've not been able to find anyone who answers me
I'm here to answer you.
as to how long it will take for the majority of Zimbabweans who are already suffering to endure the stroke of illegitimacy when there is nothing being done on the ground to ensure that the general citizen have a decent living. When there are no strides that have been made to ensure that whoever is taking part in the political arena comes together for the benefit of Zimbabwe first before politics.
Well, unfortunately, Maki, I don't know how I'm going to disappoint. This call to say, do what President Tsvangirai did in 2008. And you know, some people are beginning to love President Tsvangirai in death. Yeah. When I was still alive, they would look at him, Chamatama, boycott, sell out, puppet of the whites. Now he's a saint. Chamisa is the villain. But I'm still playing the same role. I'm still reading from Tsvangirai's script. And I will not move on that. But what we are not going to do is to find shortcuts to resolving the problems. These shortcuts have brought us where we are. We can't repeat what we did in 2009. That's why I've told Charamna and Kaman that my intention is not to be in a government of national unity. Forget and relax. I'm not motivated or moved by power. We don't want power. It's about the people. It's about the issues affecting Zimbabwe. And those are the issues we must address. We don't want another election and have a recycling of the same old problem. So yes, I can work with Mnangagwa, help him on ideas, bring my ideas to government. But I want to tell you, 2-3 years down the line, we'll be back to square one. Because we have to have an election. And that election must be credible. They will say, no, you cannot deal with ZANU-PF, because ZANU-PF cannot be removed through the ballot. It respects the bullet. We must change the paradigm. Let's respect politics. Politics determining the direction of the gun, instead of the gun determining the direction of politics. And that's why we've said we want our military, if they have issues against political parties, they must say it. If we are not a legitimate player, they must say it, so that we make a decision on that basis. Rather than for us to participate in a game where we know that the stadium is totally infested and it's full of water. We want to drain the water from the stadium so that we can play equally. So we will not be dragged into this blackmail, label and condemn. Hey, Chamisa, people are suffering. People are suffering already. What we need is to save the people, and we save them by having the appropriate solutions. If I give you malaria pills when you are suffering from blood pressure, you get even more sick. And that's what you are trying to ask us. Go and work with Mnangagwa. No, we must work together to have a common solution. Not to share power, but to share values, to share a vision, to share how we must run elections. That's what it was. So I hope my girl, we are worried about the situation in the country, but it has been politics stupid in this country. Not the economy, not the so-called sanctions, but corruption and politics. That is what we must cure. I will tell you, once we resolve an issue politically, we agree on a schedule of a route of reforms to be done. It takes a phone call. Because some of us have credibility. When we call, they know that we mean business. Our voice is credible because they know that we are accountable and responsible. But Mnangagwa will not be listening. The moment he turns his back on those people, they will be laughing. Or who would take somebody seriously after a year for
One or two I'd seen, and then we wrap up. There was one hand there and another. Please note your hands.
But Ruby is having a second bite.
Okay. I've seen.
But it's okay. You can allow it, but allow also others.
Let's have the final new hands, because now people are responding to the other questions that were asked. And it's not fair. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it.
Okay. Rumbi again, Take My TV. I wanted to find out, maybe you could clarify first, since we are here today. There's an issue going on with the Mashingo Mwenezi concerning the MDC structures, whereby the leadership suspended the leaders of the Mwenezi and the councillors at large. But from what was displayed at the job seekers court, it seems as if everything might be intact in Mashingo, maybe except for the leadership. What measures have you taken as the president and as leadership at large to ensure that not only in Mashingo but in Zimbabwe at large, such that maybe if you have people of your party, they have assurance that no, even though our leadership here in this province might be, but the president will obviously deal with the issue.
Mashingo is intact on the ground. I tell you, it's one province where we are able to get 26 seats on account of the support that is on the ground. But we have not done well at the leadership level. Now the buck stops with the leadership to act when the need to act arises. We are decisive, bold on certain decisions. We will not dilly-dally where we need to be decisive. And that is what happened in Mashingo. Discipline is important, execution is important, delivery is important. Industry equals results. If there is no industry, we have a duty to to make sure that we call people to order. And that's what we did. And you will see a difference. Mashingo must be one of our sub-governments, just like Manila. And indeed, it's going to be. I went there, I know the mood in there. That was just Mashingo area. But in the rural areas, people are solid. They support the movement. They believe in change. But what they want is effective old age. So those are issues we are dealing with. And I've instructed organizing and the National Chair's office, the Chair Tabitha Kumano and Team Yanachibaya, to work on what is to be done. But you can't be a leader who is not a lead. There must be a care to things. Things can't just go. We can't be a rolling stone that gathers no most of force. MDs must be effective organizers. So, yeah, we have dealt with that, and you see the difference coming. Of course, you're always having people crying. That's the nature of a big family. People always cry, complain. But as a father, you must know which one is a fair complaint and which one is a frivolous complaint.
Elian Charlie from 263.
Elian?
My question is in relation to the recent court ruling in Malawi. Given that we came from the recent court, what's your statement on the elections the ruling from Malawi?
We are so excited that on the continent we still have bright spots and promising, outposts of justice. I hope that other courts, in the various capitals of Africa, will also continue to be independent and dispense justice without looking at whose country they belong to. We are so happy we are in touch with our colleagues in Malawi. We are celebrating together. We are working together to make sure that they receive justice here. And I want to salute the unit that we saw in Malawi. The Malawi issue was not led by political parties. It was led by citizens. Just like the issue in Sudan, it was not led by political parties. Of course, political parties were the engine, but you must always have citizens coming. This is what I was telling Bessie. Citizens must always be citizens united for action. That's what we have seen in Egypt. When citizens are united beyond political parties, they can achieve far much because political parties play it. But our problem here is that everyone wants to outsource their freedom to MDC. And not just MDC. Chamisa, what are you doing? I'm doing a lot to keep the flame of hope aglow. And we must all support that flame as citizens. So yes, Malawi has done very well, and we are so excited. We continue to support them in every manner possible, morally, even materially, where need to do, and where the laws allow, so that we achieve democracy in the region. South Africa has been outstanding in free and fair elections. We want that spirit to be in the region and on the continent. Not to have disputed elections every time we have elections, and then the courts not doing what has to be done.
Thank you. Yes, my name is Innocent.
Oh, you are innocent. Okay, I know you do that. Okay. You are doing a good job. I like it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So there is issues of cartels in Waterbury. Cartels. Yes, we accused of buying cars in Plan. So what's your saying?
What's that?
One of the members of the
he had said that guards are going to so I wanted to make this
Innocent. I will give you an innocent answer. Number one, those politicians who are filled and bottom are lying. Okay? I'm using it's not about next one. Some of us are too expensive to buy. I can only be bought by aspiration, not good. And those people who make those allegations are people who think that politics is about material things. And that when you get a car or when you get a seat or when you get a stand, then that's the definition of politics. For some of us, politics is defined beyond personal issues. I'm an advocate, not a minimus, a real advocate. I earn a salary and I work for my needs. So I would not want to be bribed by a dirty man. Tagwire is a dirty man. I have no contact with Tagwire. I have problems with the way he does politics. I'm not captured. I'm not a person who would be found in those sort of things. Yes, I'd like to drive a Land Cruiser, but certainly a second-hand Land Cruiser, which we actually bought at a castle. And we are a modest party. We don't go for these lofty things. You will never see us driving those expensive cars that you are alleging, because we don't believe in those things. I had to be responding to foolish people's foolish aspirations, but I can tell you that far from it. Tagwire is nowhere near the MDC. I've seen something that was written to say I gave coupons to the MDC. Coupons to the MDC. This party is sponsored by its members and its supporters. If you ask the MDC people, they will tell you that they have been supporting their party in difficult circumstances. The president of the party does not get any salary. Neither does the secretary general, or even any member of the standing committee. We all contribute out of sacrifice. Services. We don't get any salary, and we don't need to, because it's a people's project. We are doing it for our country. So I saw somewhere where Joao, and I actually got it for the first time, that Joao was claiming that he supported the campaign. The tragedy of politics is that, unlike elsewhere, the player does not choose the supporter. I can't be going and saying, you can't support me, you can't vote for me. I had 2.6 million votes. MDC does not have that number of people. So clearly some are Zambian, some are from Nagagwa's family, some are from Mugabe's family. But I can't be saying, don't vote for us because we don't believe in your politics. It's about numbers. Any support, as long as that support does not contaminate our ideological purity and our strategic and policy direction, we will not worry much about it. We are a big party, so we have big support from all corners. But certainly not this kind of thing. When asked Tagwire, he knows that we have certain allergies. Oil and water can't do it. It's like chalk and cheese.
Thank you, Excellency. Last question.
I just wanted to find you.
But innocent, are you answered innocent?
I just wanted to get your reaction in response to the EU statement and the way it is legitimate and human rights issues
No, we are not hearing that ZANU is causing problems for our country. In other jurisdictions, it is terrorist organizations like Al-Shabaab, ISIS that cause ungovernability and instability. But in this country, it is those in government who are the authors of instability, who are the authors of ungovernability. How? Because of their policies, by omission and by commission. Right now, why should our country be debated in Europe on account of what we have done or not done? Why should our country be debated in the halls of Washington? It's because we have a lot of deficits. It's because we have done things that are bad against our own people. Why would you rape women? Why would you kill citizens who are demonstrating? If I were Mnangagwa, I would give drum majority, trumpets, and the policemen to accompany those who are demonstrating. But we will never do that because, fearful men, scared men, always run away from their shadow. They know that they have not gotten the mandate from the people. So yes, the EU's position very much on point on the issues. Number one, they have to be reformed. Number two, there has to be genuine dialogue. Now they can't call for genuine dialogue if Poland is a genuine dialogue. They know that there is no dialogue. It takes two to tango. We, the light, must converse with darkness. And you know that. And their representatives. That's what they're calling for. So yes, it's a good statement, but we are also worried that there is no good progress on the political front. Literally driving our country to be a country for discussion in the campus of the world. We hold some people accountable for whatever measures that are being placed on the people of Zimbabwe. And they must remove those measures through good behavior. They must stop beating up people. They must stop unleashing our patriotic soldiers on the people. They must stop abducting people. They must stop treating citizens as common criminals. They must stop treating stakeholders in the affairs of the nation as slaveholders. Why treason charges against MDC leaders and MPs? All those issues are unnecessary contaminants of our environment. Thank you, colleagues. God bless you. We really appreciate your time.
He doesn't wait.